What is going on, my future crypto millionaires? Okay, hope everybody is having a great day because I've got my Robinhood crypto account pulled up here once again. Right now at about 426,000. This account has been all over the place, and I'm gonna kind of get into some of the details here. I'm also going to be explaining how it's possible for you guys to get to making like $1,000 a week swing trading crypto, but you could also go a little bit lower than that. I think the $1,000 target is something everybody strives for whatever reason, but you could also just go for maybe like 500 bucks a week. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation is going to be different. Plus, you're also going to have a considerable amount of money in your account to, start making 500 bucks a week or 1,000 bucks a week. And I'll explain a little bit further. But, this one account right here is just one of the accounts I use for swing trading crypto right now. I've had a really good year on here, as you guys can see. On the 1 year, I'm still about 400%. And it's not even for the full year. I think this is for like 5 or 6 months or something like that, because you can kind of see the line right here. And then, if we just kind of go for like the 1 week right now, doing pretty decent, starting to go back up a little bit, right around like, 5%, 18,000, something like that, which is nice. But, basically, when you guys are swing trading crypto, it's always better to, save up a little bit of money to do this. For example, if you only put like $1,000 in your account to start trading with, you're not going to make a whole lot of money, right? Because, in my opinion, a good month swing trading could be anywhere from like 5% on the lower end all the way up to, 20%. So it just becomes like a math game at that point. So really, I would encourage a lot of you guys out there to look at this like a minimum of like $10,000 to $25,000. And if that sounds like a lot, it is what it is. I'm just trying to be real with you about it. Let's take a look at what I'm holding right here. So I've been pulling this up the last few videos. Right now, XRP is one of the coins I've made probably the most money with on that 400% gain. I was trading some Bitcoin and Dogecoin in between, but I've really been kind of like making good gains on XRP up until recently. I got into a trade on it, forgot to set a stop loss, which is basically where you just kind of like set an automatic price for it to sell at. And this is what happened. I actually went down in my position, but it's all good because, I'm actually just holding this right now, waiting for it to get back up to around $3, and then I'm going to make a play on it and then, eventually buy back in, sell it, rinse and repeat, swing trade it. Other than XRP, though, for a crypto, I would recommend swing trading. I think Bitcoin's still pretty decent. Remember, none of this is financial advice, guys, but, if you're looking for cryptos to, like, actually trade with, then, yeah, XRP and Bitcoin, I think, are two solid ones to get into right now. Maybe more so XRP at the moment, but Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin, right? Okay, and I also need to point out, guys, as I'm getting more into this, if you want to learn even more about swing trading and really how I do this like every single week, there's going to be some resources below in the description and comments, as well as a newsletter you guys can get on. We send out 1 email a week on that. But I encourage a lot of you out there who maybe want to get into this, start making some money, get on that list as soon as possible. The other thing too, and this is an issue for a lot of people who buy into crypto, they just want to hold on forever. And it's a problem because I don't know about you guys, but there's been times where, we'll see crypto go up like 20 or 30% in a day or a couple of days, and then it crashes right back down. If you're not locking in those gains, what's the point? Now, granted, you could always long-term hold a lot of this stuff, but when it comes to crypto, it's a lot different than trading stocks. And it's not that I don't believe Bitcoin is going to go to like 200,000 plus someday, or XRP is going to get over $10 at some point, but there's going to be these gains in between, these compounded gains you could make if you just sold and then bought back in when it dips a little bit lower. That's what we call using our head. And there is some nuance to this, and there are some skills you need and some things you need to do, which brings me up to the XRP chart once again here. And I'm going to give you an example of how I look at things when I'm swing trading. And I know this might look a little bit like a lot to you guys right now, but, like I said, it's all good. Just get on, check out the list below for more on this. But really, I've got the XRP chart pulled up here. This is on TradingView, and I've got a couple lines set for it. Right now, it's trading at about $2.40. On the higher end here, you can see I've got $3.40 marked, because in order for XRP to like start breaking, it's got to get past 340. $3 is a big resistance for it as well, but I think 340 is the next resistance, and you can kind of see why I'm looking at that. If you look back at the line, if we go back, I've got the 3-month chart pulled up, but you could see that it actually touched the 340 and then crashed back down. On the lower end, I've got $1.79 pulled up here. It's really like $1.78, $1.79, $1.80 is like a lower price. And this is a pretty big gap. And you can kind of just like look at this on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis. The two ways I like to look at charts when I'm swing trading is by looking at the daily and the 4-hour. That kind of gives you a better idea of how things are going. And if you kind of just look at the XRP chart, you can kind of see like it's had some decent moves recently. It's been anywhere from like 220 all the way up to like 250, which is a pretty decent gain if you got into a swing trade there and then sold and bought back lower, etc. And a lot of this stuff, guys, it's about repetition. So like the more you're doing this, the better you get at it. But like I said, there is nuance to it, and there are things that I do when I am trading, even though like I said, I'm in a bad spot right now. But here's the bottom line, guys. Let's talk about money, right? So if you wanted to make $1,000 a week, you just need to have a decent amount of money in your account. And really, a bare minimum for swing trading crypto, 10,000 I think is great. 25,000 is going to be a lot better. If you could do more than that, then it's going to be even better. And it just comes down to a percent thing for me, right? So like, let's just say, let's go a little bit higher. Like, let's go back to my account here. All right, so right now, a percent gain to me is going to be a little bit different, right? So let's imagine you had an account of, we'll just make it easy, $100,000, right? So if you had $100,000 in your account to trade with, really all you would need is a 4% gain on that account for an entire month to make $1,000 a week. And it becomes a lot easier when you have more money, but it's all good. If you don't have a lot of money, you could still compound a small account. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And the nice thing, guys, about, swing trading crypto, it's always going to be here, right? You can always get in the market. It's always going to move. You just want to make sure that, you're learning. You're going to lose along the way. Setting stop losses is super important, and, locking in gains. Typically, the way I like to do things is if I see a crypto go up really anywhere from, I want to say 3% to like 6%. Sometimes I'll just lock in a gain on that, just depending on how the market's moving. And then buy back in lower after that, right? You don't have to be super greedy. You don't want to sit around and wait for like 20% gains that might not ever come, right? And then you see it go down, 5 or 10 or 20%, right? You want to lock it in when it makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to wrap things up here. I had a pretty interesting article here on the Crypto Basic. I do like a lot of the stuff these guys post here. It just says how, how much 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 XRP could turn into in 5 years if it hits $100. Be aware, there's a lot of articles like this for any crypto, but I do think XRP, if you're looking for a coin to get into right now, even if you're swing trading it, it's still a good idea to long-term hold it, in my opinion, right? So basically just says, many in the crypto community see XRP as their potential to financial freedom. This is largely because the coin boasts crucial utility in payments and has a rich history of explosive performance. Notably, forecasts around how high XRP could go in the next years have been widespread in crypto articles amid these speculations. All right, so we go a little bit further down here, and then it just says, notably, how precisely XRP could perform in the next 5 years is uncertain. However, according to John Squire, a media personality, market participants may regret not increasing their exposure to XRP in 5 years. He suggests that XRP could be worth more than its current $2-ish value in 2030, obviously, guys. But, we go a little bit farther down here, and then, it just says by 2030, suppose XRP hits $100, as suggested by many analysts, wallets with a $1,000 investment in XRP today could see their portfolio rise to 43,000. That's pretty wild. You know, I don't know if that's going to happen, but here's the thing, guys. Like, you have a couple of options with crypto. You can long-term hold it, which is totally fine, or you could swing trade it, make more money faster, and then you could also just put some of that swing trade money into long-term bags as well. So there's a lot you could do here. A lot of this takes time to get good at, which is why I keep reiterating, guys, if you want to learn more about this stuff, you know, we'll have some great resources below in the description and comments. Message me below if you have any questions specifically about swing trade. I'm always here to help, and I'm trying to post a lot more videos for you guys because I think it's a good time to do this right now. And I think that a lot of us we're all trying to do the same thing, right? We're all trying to grow our wealth, make more money, and have a better life and lifestyle. And you know, for me, I'm trying to grow this account to at least 1.2 to 1.6 to 2 million in the next 3 to 6 months. And I should be able to do that without, you know, too many roadblocks. That's just kind of how I see things going. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed another update here. You know, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next crypto video.